So let's say it's in the middle of the night and you're driving home. Suddenly, the alarm goes off on your phone. Someone is breaking into your safe. You're 45 minutes away. No one's coming. What's protecting your valuables and your most treasured assets? I hope it's a TL30X6. That's what it was built for. It should be your final line of defense when no one else is coming. There's a burglary in the United States every 15 seconds. Now, in your home and your business, they'll generally stay in there for about 8 minutes because that's well under the amount of time it'll take for somebody to respond to an alarm, if there even is one. They can get a safe out of the house if it's a chain store safe or one you bought at the hardware store or the stationery store. So that'll be gone unless you bolted it down, which would be pretty smart on your part. But today, I'm going to talk about the kind of safe you buy when there is no excuses to lose, when you've got something that absolutely you cannot afford to lose, whether you're a jeweler, a homeowner, you're handling the Dead Sea Scrolls, whatever it is. There's no substitute. This is what you got to have. Let me introduce American Security Products TL30X6. This is what Underwriters Laboratory tested at TL30X6. Now that means not only the door is tough, but all 6 sides, including the top and the bottom. This is a formidable opponent. It is right now the only TL30X6 being manufactured in the United States. They're the only company that's been certified to build this in the United States. So it's a US-made product, proudly, and it is extremely competitive in the marketplace. Early on, when I first got in the safe business, I used to try to sell plate safes that had 1-inch plate steel around them. Great safes, TL15s, TL30s, but the problem was I couldn't sell them commercially because the jewelry stores, insurance companies for the jewelry stores and supermarkets, they wanted to have a safe with composite construction. So they wouldn't let my TL15s in there, even if we put them in what we called a cladding. We'd build a box on the outside, weld a safe in it, fill it full of concrete, so you had concrete all the way around it. Insurance companies wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. It wasn't until we learned how to make a real composite safe, which means there's not enough steel, but there's more barrier protection. It's so much tougher to get into, it's insane. As soon as we started building those, the insurance companies started speccing our safe, and we started, well, it was exciting, to say the least. Now you can't really buy a plate safe anymore. They're so obsolete, but they make a TL15, TL30, TL30X6 composite safe, and that's where it's at. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the composite construction, but let's go over the outside. We've got over 800 different safes in stock, and at my age, you can't remember all the specifications, so I'm going to read it to you, so hopefully we'll get this right. Outside dimensions, 76 inches tall, 42 wide, 29.5 deep. On the depth, we've got trim, so you got to add another 3 inches, so figure 32.5 inches deep. The inside, 70 inches tall, 36 inches wide, 20 inches deep. You're talking about 29 cubic feet on the inside, not measured like a lot of safes where they measure the cubic feet of the outside or the box it fits in. I don't get that one. It weighs 4,578 pounds. Let's just average it up to 4,600 pounds. So those are the main measurements. It comes with 4 shelves, and you can get this switched to digital, but it comes with a top-notch dial lock. It comes with a UL-approved, Underwriters-approved key lock. This one's made by Sargent and Greenleaf. You can see how deep the key goes in. That's because it's 6 inches. The door's about 6 inches thick, so you need a key that goes all the way through. You got a tri-spoke handle. You turn. Now, this safe, by the way, weighs roughly 4,500 pounds, and I have to be careful when I swing the door because if it gets away from me, it could cause some damage here. But it has got some dynamite bolts all the way around, and it's got a detent mechanism. When I push in, it allows the bolts. Now, with the door of this weight, if the bolts were out, like somebody comes by, turns the handle, and you slam the door, you can cause a lot of damage to these bolts. It could bend the bolts and make it difficult to lock and or open up later. So we've got a detent that holds the bolts in. It protects the paint job and makes the thing look fresher for an awfully long time. Up here, we've got the Underwriters Laboratories label. We have the patent number for the hard plate because it has a patented hard plate in it. And this is also a fire safe where this passed a 2-hour fire test where the inside temperature stayed below 350 degrees, which is pretty standard. Now, let me say a little bit about this. We're in the LA area. We just went through some outrageous fires. It was worldwide news. Most home fires are between 800, 1200 degrees. These things were hitting 3,000, 4,000 degrees because of these super high winds. And I'm sorry to say a lot of the safes didn't make it. All of these made it, to the best of my knowledge. I've seen the TL15 AMSECs, TL30 AMSECs, and the 30X6s just seem to come out of the fire better than anything else we had. So this is the one, again, when there's no excuses. You got to get the best. Here's your boy right here. Highest rated in the United States. It comes with 4 fully adjustable shelves from the top to the bottom, very strong shelf clips, really strong shelves because we assume you're going to be loading a lot of stuff on it. Now let's talk about construction. The door is 6 inches deep, and most of this is concrete. Why? Because for what you're trying to protect from, it's actually stronger than steel. It has 12 gauge out front and 12 gauge inside. Now, gun safes are made out of that. I know what you're saying. How can they keep anybody out with 12 gauge? Well, this isn't trying to keep anybody out. This is trying to keep the concrete in. Most people don't know is this is reinforced on the inside all the way through the body and top and bottom with stringers that go from one wall to the other. Now, they fill this thing full of a special secret mix concrete. They don't talk about it much, but I know a few of the things that it has in there. It has some very interesting fibers. It has ceramic in there. I used to say I can drill anything. Well, I got surprised. I got a hold of ceramic, put it in a drill press. I didn't even scar it. I could break it, but I couldn't drill it. So this has a lot of materials in there that are going to resist grinding attacks. It's going to resist drill attacks. It's just going to pretty much resist everything. Anyway, so that's what's in here, and in here, and in here, and in here. It's not impregnable because if man can build it, man can break it. But with this particular safe, the highest rated safe manufactured in the United States right now, and it probably will be for a number of years, you might take a hard look at this. So this isn't just the toughest safe built in America. This is a thermal bunker as well. And the people that buy it, I think they know that, and they're tickled to death with it. Gee, if they had just put the Epstein files in here, we'd still be looking for them. Most people do not need this kind of a safe. And there are dozens of ratings and safes in between this and the little Cracker Jack safes that the chain stores sell. You really should go to a safe store, get the information. If you still want to go buy the chain store safe, go for it. But get an education. These are expensive. If you buy a little chain store safe and you lose everything you got, that's even more expensive. So use your head. Think about it. Oh, by the way, I'm John with Dean Safe Company. Thank you for watching and getting all the way to the end. If you'd be kind enough to give me a thumbs up, maybe subscribe, ring the bell, so when we make another video, you'll be able to see it. We'd certainly appreciate that, and it would help the algorithms. Thank you.